Myles Rowser, class of 2022 DB from Belleville High School. Welcome to the Sports News.
23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of day. I run here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away.
All right, guys, what is going on? Thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of the Sports Muse podcast. I am your host, Kevin Brumley, and on the opposite side is one of the best DBs in the nation, Myles Rowser, man. What's going on?
Nothing. I've been doing good. How you been doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I have my son turns 3 months here in a few days, and I'm telling you, man, it's like the mix between like it's awesome, it's fun, like, you know, watching your little kid grow up, and it's also like wants me to pull out the rest of my hair. It drives me crazy.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. So let's start off here, man. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, you know my name Myles. I'm a good football player. I'm a great student athlete. Like, I'm a good athlete, really.
Like, what do you like to do for fun?
Fun. I go work out by myself on the field, you know, critique myself.
I like it, man. I like it. Yeah, you're all about business. You know what I mean? Getting the job done.
Yes, sir.
So something that was kind of interesting is, you know, you're from Michigan, and then you left Michigan for a year and went to play at IMG, and now you're back in Michigan playing football. You know, what made you leave IMG and what made you go to IMG?
I mean, first what made me go to IMG was like it was like the best opportunity. Like, we never heard from IMG before. They reached out to us and they told us like I could come play. So that was like a big opportunity for me.
And then what ultimately made you come back to Michigan?
I mean, like, we had like a break. Like, I was there. We went there in January. Then we had a break because of COVID. Then after the break, like, a lot of things changed at IMG. So it was like the best fit for me was coming back home.
Yeah, and you got to take care of yourself, man, because, you know, much as we see kind of like how when we watch professional sports, it's a business and, you know, they'll cut somebody because it's best for that team. You know, you got to take care of yourself and your family. And I'm sure at a certain point, it's also not the easiest thing to be in high school and be away from like your family and friends and whatnot. And, you know, that's probably a pretty tough thing to do. So something that's also really interesting is you made a point to not use the word decommit. Okay. You were very, very like strong on that point that you weren't decommitting, but you were also opening your options back up because you once committed to Michigan. You know, what made you open up the horizon again?
Well, I feel like, to me, like, I committed a little bit too early. So I wanted to just explore my options more. I wanted to, you know, go on my official visits and stuff. And I wouldn't feel comfortable, like, visiting other schools and interacting with other schools if I'm committed.
So I'm completely with you, man. I feel like too many kids, like they'll, you know, commit during like their sophomore year or something like that. And I'm like, dude, so much can change in those 2 years. You know, coaching staffs can change, your opinions, your thoughts can change. So no, I think that's, you know, that's a really smart decision. You know, just kind of, I don't want to commit and go somewhere that's, you know, ends up being a bad situation for me. Now, when do you think you might narrow down your decision, drop like a top 3, top 4, or even make a decision overall?
I feel like I would be able to drop that like before the senior season or after.
Okay. And that's when you're going to drop like a top so many schools, or that's when you're going to make the decision?
That's when I'm going to drop. Like, well, I'll say before the season, I'll drop a top 10, the top And then after my senior season, that's when I commit.
I like it, man. I like it. Here's something I'm kind of curious about. Like, I always like asking players this question is, who do you model your game after? And like, who do you think you play like? Cause I have a guy in mind that like, when I watch your tape, it reminds me of this person.
Jalen Ramsey.
Okay. Do you consider yourself more of a corner than a safety?
I mean, it's not that. It's just like, I like him. Like, the way he act remind me of me. Like, I like his playing style.
I like that. And I feel like that makes sense because you're both like big physical guys. The guy that makes me like when I watch you, I think of this person is Tyrann Mathieu. Because he's kind of a guy who drops down, covers a tight end. He'll cover a slot receiver. He'll play over the top single high. He'll play two high. He'll blitz off the corner. And that's kind of your game, man, is you're kind of all over the place. You're kind of like, speaking of like old school terms, you're kind of like a monster backer where you're kind of, they're just putting you on the strong side and letting you just play wherever. So that's kind of who you remind me of. And I think like, I don't know, you just pop on tape. With me saying that you play kind of all over the field, what do you feel most comfortable with? Do you feel most comfortable with like one high, two high, in the box, in the slot, man to man?
Well, I'm most comfortable with man to man because it's just me and the other person.
That's true, man. And it's just like you just worry about that matchup, and I like that, and I think that that fits your skill sets a lot. What have you been really trying to focus on to improve upon? Since you left IMG, you got a season in, but like, what is the thing that you're like, hey, I'm going to take this aspect of my game to the next level?
Really my speed and moving my hips more faster.
Okay. Get some more. Yeah. I like that. Open up the hips a little bit more. So here's a question for you. You're part of the 2022 class, okay? You're one of the best players in that class. But there's some other good like safeties and DBs in that class. So like, what would tell the audience what separates you from like a Keon Sab, a former teammate Kamari Wilson, or a Zion Branch? To just name a few guys. What separates you from them?
To me, what separates me from them is my mentality. Like, I'm gonna go guard anybody, tackle anybody. Like, I'm not scared of nobody.
I like it, man. And before we get to rapid fire questions and we ask some fun question is, what would be your message to young athletes? A young athlete watching this, how do I get to your level?
Well, I would say a lot of things get hard, so never give up. Like, keep working.
Some rapid fire questions. First thing, what is your favorite color?
Gray and red.
Ooh. Bro, check it out. I wore it for you, bro.
Thank you.
Favorite sport that isn't football?
Boxing.
Ooh. Do you have a favorite boxer?
Mayweather.
Money. The money team.
Mm-hmm.
What does a typical Saturday look like for you?
I call like one of my friends and basically ask them what's up. Like, they'll tell me, or if not, I already like the Friday before, I text a couple people and we'll meet up at somebody's house or something.
I like it, man. You play video games?
Yeah, but not really though.
Not
Like,
much of a gamer.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
Seafood.
That's interesting. Like, what's your favorite kind of seafood?
I like shrimp, crab legs, or lobster tails.
Oh, I like that. I haven't gotten that answer. What is your favorite fast food restaurant?
Ooh. Sonic.
Ooh, I always forget. Yeah, that's a good choice, man. I always forget about Sonic.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it too.
If you could meet any celebrity, who would it be?
It's this rapper that's in like Michigan named Rio the Young OG.
Okay. I like it. Favorite candy?
if you know me, like, I eat every candy, like, that's made. So I say, like, original, which is non-laters.
Okay. All right. Would you rather pick six somebody or light someone up?
Can I say both?
Light them up, pop the ball up, then pick six it.
Yeah.
Do you talk trash on the field?
It's like a certain, like, it'll be like a certain team. Not really. Like, you gotta talk a lot to me for me to talk.
Okay. I
I'm really
like
a
that.
humble person.
I like that. What is something you're scared of?
Oh, nothing.
Scared of
Like
nothing. I
nothing.
like it. Would you ever go skydiving?
Yes.
Well, I
That's
wouldn't,
on my
man.
bucket list.
Well, I wouldn't. That's a hard pass for me.
I
And then
mean, like,
last,
it's cool.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, it's cool to, like, experience new things because you only live life once.
Oh no, I'm with you, man. That's you're 100% right. Oh,
Yeah.
do you have any hidden talents?
Yes, I can rap.
Ooh, okay. Drop some bars. I like it. So you're gonna be like one of those like Dame Lillards, man, like, playing a little football, making some rap albums. I like it.
Yeah.
And then last one, who is your celebrity crush?
I say little baby girl, Jaden. And you just cheated on her? Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate you taking the time. You're a guy we've been talking, off and on since basically I started the Sports Muse, and you've been a guy I've been following since the very beginning. I'm glad we finally got a chance to get you on the show, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you taking the time. And whenever decision time comes, or you drop like a top 10, feel free to come back on the show, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Hey, no problem at all, guys. Go follow my guy on Instagram and Twitter. Great player, great young man. So, again, I appreciate you. And, guys, if you like the episode, click like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.